Investigative reporter Craig Harris examined state records and talked with a current employee. His reporting led to state investigators taking a second look at allegations against the facility.
We're in Ramona, where behind me is Changing Options. This is a residential treatment facility for people with serious mental disorders. Team 10 has obtained internal emails that raise questions about the health and safety of some of the people who are treated here. In one case, emails show a plan was made to have one resident eat and take his medication outside on a day of near freezing temperatures. The reason? He wouldn't shower. Changing Options opened in 1987 as a 6-bed facility. It's grown to 5 homes in a residential neighborhood. Up to 35 adults are treated here. Clients have delusional and psychotic disorders. Some are sent here by the courts. The care can be costly. Over $6,000 a month, according to one family member with a loved one here. The company says its values are integrity, respect, compassion, commitment, and teamwork. But state records show there have been problems. The company, twice in the last year, has been put on plans of correction by the State Department of Social Services. They were cited for health and safety violations that, if not corrected, could put a client in immediate risk. The most recent citation came June 19th. That was after an employee complained to the state about an incident in early January.
There's some type of rule that you can't make people shower.
That's Albert Maurice Trammell. At 6'3", the former decorated Army veteran goes by Big Mo. This spring, after he had some of his own disciplinary problems while working at the facility, he blew the whistle on Changing Options. In an interview with Team 10, he told us what happened.
He wasn't taking a shower. He came to us not having a shower for quite some time. So the idea was pandered about to put this individual outside in the cold, basically, so that he would prompt him to shower. And his medication was being delivered outside.
Did it work?
No, it did not work.
How long did this go on?
I'm not sure how long it lasted, but I noticed it quite a few times. And other staff was talking about it, that, they didn't think it was the right thing to do.
Company emails given to Team 10 say this was to begin January 6. It said the plan would continue until improvement in hygiene is noted. National Weather Service records show it was 36 degrees around 8 a.m., 64 degrees around noon, and 46 degrees around 6 p.m. in Ramona that day. Those are the times the residents eat, according to Trammell. State regulations require homes like Changing Options to have a comfortable temperature at all times, and meals must be in a dining room. Trammell brought this concern and others to Team 10 and state regulators on the same day in April. Team 10 has been investigating Changing Options for the past few months, and we began asking questions to state regulators. The state made a surprise visit to Changing Options on May 22nd. But the staff told the regulator that the incident never occurred, according to a state report. They said that would be unethical. So, the state found the allegation to be unsubstantiated. Team 10 on June 10th then asked a state official if the agency had the same emails that we had. We gave the state those documents and asked for comment. The next day, the state reopened an investigation into Changing Options. Just over a week later, the state then issued a new report. This time, Changing Options was put on a plan of correction and given a health and safety citation. The report did not specifically say why Changing Options was cited, but a records clerk in Sacramento told Team 10 it had to do with the January incident. It was the second time the facility had been put on a plan of correction in the past year. It's difficult to compare Changing Options to other facilities. That's because the California Department of Social Services says it makes no promises for the accuracy or completeness of their online database, which did not include the written citations we found that were levied against Changing Options. Changing Options, whose ownership changed in March, and its attorney declined on-camera interviews for this story. Matthew Wallen, the company's attorney, in a letter to Team 10 wrote, Changing Options operates its facilities in conformity with its licenses in compliance with applicable state and federal laws. As Team 10 spent several months investigating changing options, one father told us he's very happy with the services for his adult daughter. Team 10 also contacted 9 current and former staff members who work there. 8 declined to comment. 1, in a brief phone interview, denied anything wrong occurred. Wallen, the company attorney, he told us to stop contacting changing option employees. Big Mo, the whistleblower, he told me he was fired July 3rd for sharing sensitive information. And these were not the only allegations the state investigated. Tomorrow night at 6, we'll look into issues with medication and a resident who wandered off. With photojournalist Amal Brown, I'm Craig Harris, Team 10.
We look forward to that report tomorrow night. Thank you, Craig.